You may have had the pleasure of driving a luxury sports car along a scenic, curvy roadway. The car handles like a dream with rapid acceleration, responsive steering, and the ability to go from 60 miles per hour to a complete stop in only a few car lengths. Such a ride can be a thrilling experience. It is probably nothing like driving the car you drive to work every day. Handling and performance varies with every vehicle make and model. One four-door sedan will handle quite differently from another sedan. Even different trim levels on the same car can yield significant performance and handling changes. Handling also varies when driving an emergency vehicle. You cannot expect an emergency response vehicle to perform with the same responsiveness as a sports car, a small sedan, or even a large moving truck. You'll need to become familiar with the unique characteristics, such as size and brake systems, of each emergency vehicle you drive, and how they impact driving techniques. The weight, height, length, and width of an emergency vehicle are much larger than the vehicles you may drive every day. A mid-size sedan averages about 1.5 tons and is about 5 feet tall, 15.5 feet long, and 6 feet wide. A standard pickup truck averages 3 tons and is about 6 feet tall, 18 feet long, and 6.5 feet wide. Compare this to an average ambulance, which weighs between 5 to 10 tons and is nearly 9 feet tall, 22 feet long, and up to 8 feet wide. Or a fire apparatus, depending on the type, may weigh between 15 and 43 tons, is about 12 feet tall, 35 to 50 feet long, and almost 8.5 feet wide. Even if you are used to driving a large moving truck, the truck still weighs only half that of a smaller fire apparatus. These size considerations have an impact on the performance and handling. Increased weight increases the time required to accelerate and to stop. You must increase your following distance and allow plenty of time and distance to stop the apparatus. Curves must be negotiated with care. Size and weight affect inertia. Height impacts the center of gravity. These forces work against your effort to control the vehicle and could result in a slide or a rollover. Two important factors in safely negotiating a curve are driving at an appropriate speed and keeping your wheels on the pavement. Slow down before you enter the curve. If you wait until you're in it, the forces against you are already at work. Adjust for the characteristics of your apparatus and drive below the posted speed. Remember, posted speeds are intended for passenger cars driving in ideal road and weather conditions. Adjust your speed down even further in inclement weather or when on gravel or dirt roads. When driving a tender, you must exercise even greater care. You have not only the weight of the apparatus to worry about, but the weight and movement of the water as well. A gallon of water weighs slightly more than 8 pounds. Hence, carrying as few as 1,000 gallons equals nearly 8,340 pounds of shifting weight. Weight that will greatly increase the possibility of a vehicle rollover. Slow down. Drive conservatively and keep the wheels on the road. Don't let the weight of the water gain enough momentum to tip your tender. Be especially cautious when driving a tender that is partially full, as more water movement will occur. A quick look at the placement of the front wheels and the size of the steering wheel on a fire apparatus will tell you the steering is different. The front wheels on some fire trucks are directly beneath the cab. This means you may have to swing out further before beginning your turn. Otherwise, you risk hopping the curb and hitting anything that may be in your way. The steering wheel is much larger than a typical vehicle. You will need to execute more revolutions to make the apparatus turn. Plan accordingly as you navigate streets or make lane changes. Most fire apparatus are equipped with an air brake system. A typical car or light truck brake system is hydraulic, and braking occurs almost immediately upon depressing the brake pedal. An air brake system, however, uses compressed air to fill the brake lines. There is a lag between the time the pedal is depressed and braking occurs. The time the compressed air moves throughout the valves, air tanks, hoses, and relays in order to engage the brakes. You must account for this lag when you stop. To compensate, increase your following distance and take preventative measures, such as slowing down and covering your brake in congested areas. There are many other differences between your daily ride and the emergency apparatus. Be sure to take the time to become familiar with how each apparatus handles and operate it appropriately.